A very important meeting as the ministers within the SADC troika are looking at the current situation in Cabo Delgado in Mozambique. We know that for some time there has been a mission deployed there to try and restore peace and stability, and making sure that part of Mozambique is really just gotten rid of the insurgency. Maybe just to look at the significance of this particular meeting, we're joined by Liesl Vodren from the Institute of Security Studies. So Liesl, thank you so much indeed for your time. Yet another round of looking at the current situation in Mozambique. So far, how terrible is the situation there?
The situation actually has improved since July, August, when these forces were deployed. First, forces from the Rwandan government, the Rwandan military, and then SAMIM, late August, beginning of September, the SADC mission in Mozambique. They've been able to clear some key roads so that people can move around. Some of the IDPs, you know, there are almost 800,000 internally displaced people who have been able to return, but very few actually. And honestly, so there has been some gains made at a daily basis almost. There are still attacks. The SAMIM forces, fortunately, release very regular statements and updates about what they are doing. Lately, they just, these last few days, killed 11 of the insurgents. They said there are attacks on small villages, and in the last couple of days we also saw a movement more or less northwards, northwest, the Mueda district of Cabo Delgado that hasn't been targeted that much. You know, it was mostly along the coast, Palma area and so on. So there have been important gains made, but definitely we can't say that this insurgency is over.
And just once again, looking at now President Nyusi's government, obviously now they're talking about rebuilding, reconstructing at Cabo Delgado, and coincidentally that's where the Mozambican president is from. How important is that initiative now of trying to restore everything, especially given the importance of that region in Mozambique, the gas and many other economic activities around that had been disrupted?
Yes, this project of reconstructing Cabo Delgado needs to be carefully managed, because an influx of funds from, let's say, the World Bank and others, you know, could create, again, kind of resentment, inequality. Who's actually going to benefit? There would have to be transparency about how the projects are executed, that there is no corruption, you know, which was really one of the key problems, not only in Cabo Delgado, but elsewhere in the country. So while we've been saying all along in the last couple of years, ever since this insurgency started, that the root causes are underdevelopment, lack of infrastructure, lack of schooling, you know, marginalization of the youth. So development to fight radicalization is extremely important. It's just that, you know, there's so many issues at play. As you say, the gas companies, they withdrew after the big attack in March this year on Palma. They are now looking at coming back. Of course, they need security, and that's how, you know, the Rwandan forces were deployed mostly in that areas where the LNG companies then have already built some infrastructure.